We're getting into palette roulette number 9, but it's going to be different this time around. If you're curious, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène, and yes, we are back with palette roulette, but I am changing the game for this last edition of 2019. We will be back to the regular style in 2020. I really enjoy this series. I hope you do as well, and I want to keep it going for 2020. Normally, I would be giving you a range between such and such a number for eyeshadows, face palettes, and some miscellaneous additional items like liners and glitters and that kind of thing. Today, I want to show you a very wide, broad mix of eyeshadow palettes to choose from. I can't remember exactly how many I have. It's around a dozen or so. And some of them are limited edition. Some of them are regular standard fare from a variety of different brands. And I wanted to give you an option of picking some palettes that you are really interested in. And yeah, I'm going to go with frequency of mention, and you can definitely list out as many as you would like. And I'm just going to see which ones pop up as the most mentioned. And you're also going to give me an idea of what you'd like to see on this channel, period, from the palettes that I show you. And so it's going to help me keep them more top of mind to do looks and first impressions and brand new focus type videos as well. So I appreciate your input across the board for all those reasons. So let's get into the palettes that are up on the bidding block to figure out what it is that I'm going to be using this holiday season. Well, we have a few holiday palettes, so let's start with this one, which is the Lise Watier, and I have a lot of videos on all of these palettes. I won't be able to put a card for each one, but all of them where I've done videos on them already, they will be in the description box, so you can take a look there. And this Lise Watier is a holiday palette for 2019, and here's what it looks like. And you'll notice for holiday palettes that blue seems to be a thing. I have swatched this one, and it is very, very pretty and sturdy, so I like it. And if you've never heard of Lise Watier, it is a Canadian brand, so just an FYI on that one. Next up is a Pat McGrath palette. This one I think is discontinued. I haven't seen it lately. And it is the bronze, what's the name of it again? Mothership Sublime Bronze Temptation. And it looks like this. So it's a nice kind of holiday color palette. Then there is one that people love to love or love to hate, and it is the Subculture. So if you are interested in seeing some looks with that one. Another rather festive palette is this Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette. And it looks like this. Quite an easy set, ooh, so blingy. Quite an easy set of shadows to use during this kind of holiday season. A lot of gold, silver, just a lot of metallics, including this Drip and Diamonds that looks kind of platinum to me. So that is an option. Another one that is easy to do glam looks with is this Violet Voss Like a Boss palette. I did some really nice looks with this palette on this channel. And here are the eyeshadows in this one. And you'll see it's everything from kind of drugstore to very high end. Next one here is the Aurora Lights from BH Cosmetics. And here is what that palette looks like. So a lot of, in my opinion, kind of accent colors to go with another palette. Next up is the Metallic Mysteries 2 from Linda Hallberg, or Hallberg, whichever way you say it. And this is a very Christmassy palette. And I really like this one. It is no longer available, but she just released a new one that is kind of a hybrid between her Enchanted Secrets and her Metallic Mysteries palettes. And it has a really neat kind of a charcoal black and a duochrome green and a color, an effect similar to this one. Really, really interesting shadows if you're looking for something different. Next, I have a couple from Juvia's Place. Juvia's Place is very accessible to most people, just like BH Cosmetics is, so I'm going to show you this one. This is the Festival palette, and I picked it out of the Juvia's Place. I have, I think, 10 Juvia's Place palettes, is because of the festive reds. I think that makes it pretty easy to use during the holiday season. So that is one of them, and there's a beautiful, look at this kind of gold color, right? Very, very pretty. And the other one is the Nubian 2. And this is one of the old-fashioned big pan palettes. And hopefully you can see that there are quite a few colors in here that would be really nice for holiday type looks. Especially this bottom row here, there's some really interesting colors there. We're almost there, just a few more. We've got four or five more. Okay, next one is this, it's a Morphe palette. I want to go through the whole gamut. And this is the Boss Mood palette. And that is what she looks like. So some purples and greens and reds in that one. And a lot of green and gold shimmers and metallics. I'm also including the two Tartiste Pro palettes, the original and the remix. I have not done a focus on either one of those on my channel yet, and if you know me, you know how excited I was to bring these into my collection. So this is the Tartiste Pro, and this is the Tartiste Pro Remix, which is a little strange, but boy, do they swatch in a really interesting way. So a lot of colors to play with here. We're down to the last three. Hang on. I think this one might make a lot of folks happy. So I've got the Colored Rain as well. Queen of Hearts. And it looks like this. A lot of jewel-toned eyeshadows in this one. It makes it very, very easy to do an evening look. And also to go from a day look to an evening look using the same palette. And finally, the last two are from Stila, and I have the Blue Realm. And the reason I picked these two from Stila is I really don't do a whole lot with cool-toned eyeshadows, and these two are relatively cool-tone friendly. So this one, as I said, Blue Realm, and the other one is Happy Hour. Now, call me dense, but I didn't realize, I should have known Happy Hour, right? But I didn't realize it was drinking themed, but here it is nonetheless. It is a definite cool-toned palette. And I have swatches for those palettes as well. So as I said, any of the links for any of these palettes will be in the description box. Let me know which ones among these 15 you are interested in seeing me use. I'm not going to give a limit to the number of palettes, but please, if you have some that you like more than others, then you definitely would want to list those. And I'm going to be using these palettes as I look at the array on my counter. I'm going to be using these palettes unless I need to do a focus on other makeup. Those are the palettes I will be using to the end of the year and then reporting back to you with looks that I created with these palettes, just as I would in a regular palette roulette. Just like this one today, which is the Cranberry palette. So let me know what you think, and I am looking forward to doing this little experiment. And like I said before, we will resume the regular palette roulette in 2020. But it's nice to do a little bit of a change when it comes to sometimes something we do the same way regularly. So in French, there's a saying, ça change le mal de place. It kind of moves the ill somewhere else, is the rough translation. So thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate it every single time. And I do look forward to seeing you in the next one. But for now, take care.